Welcome back to another video. How are y'all doing? How's y'all day going? It's around 4:52 in the afternoon for me on the East Coast. Did y'all know the New York Knicks won the championship finals? And they had their parade today. New York had their first parade in over 50-something years for the basketball team. They have won. Let's go before I go. They in 50-something years, can you believe it, for the basketball team? Round of applause. I'm sure they're ecstatic, over the moon, because I was excited for them. Me and a bunch of about 10 million other people were excited for the Knicks, for their win. So today was a doozy though. Today I really wanted to go to that parade, but I also had a class. And as much as I wanted to say at class and go to that parade, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna go to class. I went to class, not only to hear that they were packed, obviously, but they made sure, like, they had, I won't say snuck, but they were set up like they're going to set up lines to let certain people in. And they let it in the amount that they wanted, and then left everybody, like, stuck in the area, certain areas, so they couldn't move around, which is weird to me. Why don't you just let them go back home, or go where they gotta go, or let them go around and fit in where they could. They kind of got them good. They sectioned them off to a point where they couldn't get out. Or they have certain people walking in circles. I'm sure you're going to hear stories and stories and stories about how they was trapped in one part. Or I heard another sports person that's on YouTube all the time. He was saying that he had to walk around in circles because these people giving the misinformation a whole time until he finally got the right information, which is really crazy. But I do understand why, because I think they were trying to, of course, keep that amount of people, so it won't be like it was when the Knicks was playing, and then people would at the watch parties beating up people and stuff. Even though beating up people wasn't on the cards today, celebration was on the cards today. I guess they did what they had to do, right? So I can't fight that. They got it under control somehow by ducking people off in corners and shit, or having people all the way on the sides where you couldn't really see shit. So that was my analysis of the parade. But other than that, it looks like they had a good time. It looks like it was a great time. I felt like our mayor gave a great speech. It even had me in tears. I was like, oh God. He was hitting the right points. He was giving one of the best speeches, which is good for him. Let me see. I think I can play it for you.
Strangers high-fived one another in the street. Subway conductors sang their announcements, and bus drivers invited neighbors over. Strangers high-fived one another in the street. Subway conductors sang their announcements, and bus drivers danced behind the wheel. So often when this city comes together, it is because we are forced to, by a moment of tragedy or adversity. What a gift it is to be brought together by pure, unfiltered joy. For as long as we live, we will remember this feeling of a city together, a city alive, a city overcome by happiness. But let's not pretend that this was inevitable. If you will allow me, I want to travel back in time 8 days. Game 4. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 20. The analytics guys, the sports betting companies, the pundits who watch from far away, they do what they do. They run the numbers. They calculate the odds. They write the Knicks off. They give the Spurs a 99.6% chance of winning the game. A 99.6% chance of tying up the series 2-2, of reclaiming the momentum with the next game in San Antonio. A 99.6% chance of silencing the Garden, of another year of watching and waiting. But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, go get the tape. It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that Mikal Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win. Standing here before what feels like the entire city, there is a Jalen Brunson quote I can't stop thinking about. I'm gonna tell you. You are allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you gotta go out there and do something about it. When Jalen Brunson took that pay cut, my friends, that was doing something about it. Time after time, we thought about the worst possible scenario. And time after time, the Knicks went out there and did something about it. The Knicks did not just win for New York City. They won like New York City. What is New York if not your back up against the wall? A dream that feels just out of reach. A rent payment you don't know how you'll ever make. What is New York if not 99.6% of the world stacked against you? And who are New Yorkers if not people who hear those odds and smile? Who look at a 0.4% chance of success and ask, why are you giving me a head start? This is our city. This is our team. For 53 years we watched. For 53 years we waited. Now we've won. One last time, New York, say it with me. Knicks in. Knicks in. Knicks in. So much.
What more could you say? That's all you needed right there. Damn, they had me in tears when I first heard it. I was like, damn, that's true. You damn near seen it how I seen it. You know what I'm saying? We worked hard for that. It was nothing given to that team. They bust their butts for that. Okay? They worked really hard, really long, unappreciated, talked about, shitted on, disrespected. They fought for that win. That win was not given to them, okay? They was trying really hard to give it to the other team. But when you're down, or you feel like you're down, you feel like you can't do it no more, you feel like you want to quit or whatever, they showed you just what that looks like. They were not only down a couple of points, they were being pushed to their limits. They was being pushed, shoved, thrown. They was being smacked in the face. They were being tripped. There was the crazy boy, tall boy running in the back of players trying to mess up their knees. There was the referees acting like they didn't see anything that I've said. When we all seen what happened, there were so much that they should have said, you know what? Y'all can have it. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't quit. They said no. They said, I work long, hard, too many hours. I want this shit so bad I can taste it. So bad I can smell it. So bad I can hear it. So bad they could see it. Within arm's reach. You know what? They got up every day and was like, no, we're going to get this. Yeah, we down by 30, 40, 50 points. We going to dig deep, bitch. And we going to take this back. We're not going to only take it back. We definitely taking it home. Don't know what y'all thought it was, or what it was supposed to be, or where you thought we could have been. I don't give a flying. They went in there and they did their job. They went in there and OD over-earned the money that they was being paid. They let them know, look, this was no fluke. Yeah, we out here getting our ass like beat, like being stepped on, being people putting their foot out so people could fall on it the wrong way, so people could twist their ankles. He was not only shoving and throwing people, but he was trying to damage them, damage their knees. He was trying to damage their feet. And he was allowed to play. So in spite of it all, in spite of them not being protected, they went out and they did their job. They went out and overdid their job because they wanted to win, because they wanted it just as bad, because this thing was bigger than them. For them, it was bigger than them. For them, they not only wanted to outshine, but they wanted to, this is mine. No, you can't take this from me. You can try another day. You can try another way. You could go out to another team. You can go out there and do something else. But this is mine. And I'm gonna fight you for this shit. Tooth and nail. It belongs to me. I don't know what the you thought this was, but this is not that. This is not that. So if you want this, you gotta come get it in blood. That's what they were saying. You want this? Come take it from me. I want to see you come and take it out of my hands. I'll be right here. I want to see what you gonna do. And they fought for it. And they earned that shit. They not only earned that shit, they took that shit back. Like, no, that's my ball. Go get your own. Go get your own ball. Because this one belongs to me. Belongs to me. Child, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at all. Amazing job. fuck they talking about? If that other team want to win, they gotta go when they own. They gotta go when they own. There's some more years. Those are still young guys. They got some years to go. They can still go out there and go get it. There's a chance of them still winning games. Like, they could go out there and go get it. Go get it out the mud themselves. Like, shit. You can't look at that series and tell me them niggas didn't earn that shit. That the NBA did everything they could except for come down and end games so they couldn't play no more. The NBA did everything they could. So, with that said, I'm proud of them. Not right now, I'm coming. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. Many more to come. Many more to come. And yeah, we earned this shit. They earned that shit. That shit was not given to them. Was not made easy for them. Was very hard for them to obtain. But they did it. They did it. And that's all you can ask for. They did that shit. It wasn't given to them. They wanted, the NBA wanted so bad for that other team to win. And them guys got it in. Jalen Brunson, the motherfucking king. Okay? He fought tooth and nail every night. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of all of you guys on there. Okay? Keep going. We supporting y'all. And that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. New York in the motherfucking house. Anyways, thank you guys. Please comment, like, subscribe. Have a good one. I'll be back.